Boise, Idaho, in Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. And the Broncos will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Boise State Broncos offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the ball.
Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. The defense wouldn't let him lose it. Even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll knock him down. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. He'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Boom. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's 4. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Puts it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Washington. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Big guy smells it. Touchdown Sooners. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Rides the back on the option, the give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Finds some room. Touchdown Broncos! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gets the back moving. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Let's see what they've got on second down. Running to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They believe in a large four-down territory, and they go for it on fourth and short from the 47. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Broncos! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete on the right side. Off and running. The 30. Past the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After losing yardage on first down, 2nd and goal from the 10. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Off play action. Bringing the heat. They're working that left side. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. and he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it to the right. Running to Green.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to throw deep right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. He wants to change this route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Working that left side now. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Great place to start for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
The Blue Turtle rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Oh, he got a hand on it, it's blocked.
And what a time to do it. Tie ball game, second half. You always talk about offense, you always talk about defense, but the special teams field goal block unit coming up big for this team.
Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot...
Turning it on! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Touchdown, Boise State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Off-play action on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. This time he's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Hauls it in. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Ogden.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Right down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Grabbed in the middle. It's 4.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run play action. Throwing right. It's complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Grab near the marker. It's Ogden. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Broncos! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. separation to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
After that incompletion on third down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on fourth down. This could be the game. This is a play you absolutely...
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Bronco offense are ready to give it another spin. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Boise State.
And the Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Boise State.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high